Now, in this episode, we're going to be looking at what we can do with the cards to maximize our time and our productivity. So let's jump in. Now, where we left off, our lists are already in place, but we missed one key list, which is in progress. This list will come in handy as we start putting deadlines on some of the cards. So to customize the cards, click on a card, and you'll see on your right hand side you'll be able to add a couple of features. Now, we won't focus on the member one just yet, we'll look at that in the next episode, but we'll look at labels to begin with. So labels can be a great way to label urgency, importance, and if they're actually in progress. So we'll use a yellow one to begin with, and you can actually write a certain thing on the labels. So you create a new one, just like so. You can name it in progress, and then choose the color and create. Nice and simple. So we can now get rid of this one. And you should have just one label which says in progress. Now when you move it to in progress, it's color coded, it's easy, it's nice and visual. On top of that, we'll be able to create a checklist. Checklists are great when there's various tasks to do within a task. So walking the dog, get the lead, location, and water. With the checklist, there's a progress bar, so once you have ticked one off, you can see that part of it's been completed. And when you take the further view, you can see there's 1 out of 3 being complete. So even if there's a new person looking at this board, they can see there's 2 more tasks to be done. Next, we'll look at the due date. So this is really quite crucial, especially when we look at integrating other features. So of course, whatever gets measured gets managed. So if we say this needs to be done today, we can then save it. And when you take the further view again, you'll be able to see the date. And once it's complete, simply tick it. And you can see that it's been done. But for now, we'll leave it unticked. On top of that, the great thing about Trello is collaboration. And you'll be able to attach certain documents so you can show people what you're really trying to communicate. So for example, we'll head over to the desktop and we can add a simple file. So now within the single task, if it's something to do with web design, you can now attach screenshots. And this becomes very useful when collaborating with other creatives. Next, we move down to the actions. So once you've actually got different boards, you can actually move this from one board to another. You can see I've got quite a lot of boards. And you can also move it to other lists and various positions. But for now, we'll leave it where it is. Another great feature of Trello is you're able to copy a card, especially if it has various things within it that you don't want to re-upload. You can simply hit copy, send it to the specific one that you want, and you'll see that it should reappear. Once that's done, you're able to watch certain cards. Now the watch feature is great when you start inviting other members to your board because you're going to be updated with notifications when things change on it. So now if someone adds something or deletes it, I'll know. And coming on to deletion, the great thing with Trello is if you do want to get rid of it and clear it up, but archiving it, you'll still be able to find it. So you can see it's gone from the main board, but you will be able to find it by heading into more and going into your archived items. And you'll be able to bring it back by sending it back to the board. So don't worry if you do make that mistake and archive it, because it is good to clear up your board. If you're a stickler and you don't want to archive it, you can simply create a done list. And with the great feature of Trello, just simply move it over to done. That way you can actually see how much you've done in a day, how much you've done in a week, and how much you've done in a month. So this has been episode 2 on the functionality of the cards. On episode 3, we're going to look at more of the feed and the integrations of bringing in members and collaborations for your team. So until next time, keep thinking outside that box